Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. And you're like, what the heck is she wearing? Okay y'all, I want to share this with you because my autoimmune dermatologist, the surgeon who did all my biopsies, she recommended this. And it's not your average shield. Do you notice how much shorter, smaller it is? And by the way, this is just the sample to teach you to put it together. The actual shields don't have all this crap all over it to make it hard to see. Okay, do you see this? They're much smaller. They're much like the original ones had these headbands. They were super annoying. These are cool. They come with like these little glasses. They sit comfortably. The other thing is you can get them in different colors. Clearly I got them in blue. They're anti-fog. And if you wear glasses, this is key because you can put these over your glasses. There's a way to clip them on, like their staff at their office clip them on. But you can wear them with sunglasses too. Check it out. All right, why am I showing this to you? And look how much closer it rests to my face to protect myself. Okay, when shields first came out, they were really expensive. I know because I got my mom one and I didn't even get myself one because they were so expensive to order. These now you can get 10 with 10 of like the pairs. They're down from $25 to $15 on Amazon. And that's like a huge $10 savings. It's unbelievable. This is really comfortable, y'all. And I know many areas, not just Florida, are spiking. And if you have a medical problem, and I know many people do, they're saying right now that the mask may not be enough. And I know I was at the doctor today, as y'all know, and I had an emergency procedure. Blah, another one. That's why I'm coming on so late. I needed to rest all afternoon. I had the same kind of surgical thing on my foot, on the bottom of my foot, so it really hurts to walk, y'all. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and padded slippers. So they're saying right now even 2 masks may not be enough. So for anyone going to the doctor a lot, and I know a lot of you are, this is what all our medical people are wearing here. And they're not expensive, and they're smaller, and they're cute. Now, supposedly they're disposable. You wear them once and you throw them away. But my specialists say they don't. This is really well made. And as long as you're cleaning this the way you would clean like any of your masks and you're properly disinfecting it, you can get many, many, many uses out of it. And these are really sturdy. They're not going to break on you. They're pretty amazing, actually. And if you wear glasses, these are incredible. So I just want to share this with y'all because I thought this was a really fun find. I know it's not a very sexy thing. I just said to a friend of mine that sorry that you're getting some non-sexy things for your birthday, but if you do go to the doctor a lot, it's life-saving, y'all, right? So look how much cuter they are now. And again, remember, this is just a sample. They don't have all this stuff written all over them. All right, so now I've shared that with you. I'm excited to bring you my birthday mail video that I pre-recorded earlier today. Thank goodness, y'all, because I did have a little procedure. It wasn't a biopsy, but basically the same thing that they found from this was on the bottom of my feet. So we had to kind of surgically remove it because it's not good. It's going to make it hard for me to walk. And they let my husband in. So I want to say like this doctor was fantastic, and let him come into the room with me. They checked him very thoroughly. They made him sanitize. They were strict. But they were wonderful and let him be there with me because they feel like I've had a lot of procedures lately alone. So, you know, some doctors are super compassionate. Others are being super strict because of the spikes, and we can understand that. But it was nice to have him today. Now, here's a surprise. What the heck has happened to my husband? Heather, I don't know what's happened. Today after the appointment, he took me to TJ Maxx, y'all. I was like, is this my husband and what have you done with him? And he took me there to buy some new writing books for my birthday. I still handwrite, y'all. When I first write a story, I don't type it. I handwrite it. So I was running short on books. And he was like, well, let's just go and get you some books. And I was like, wait, you're going to come with me to a store? So Heather, I don't know. Something's going on with Mr. Hoplop because, wow. Wasn't that nice? He's never done that. That was really nice. And while I was there, I found a pack of Ray Dunn cards. Remember how crazy we all were over Ray Dunn stuff? For $2. And I would show it to you, but it's in the disinfecting area. Because I'm just now taking care of the laundry from the hospital visit and all that because I had to rest this afternoon because of the procedure. A couple of you had some great questions. So Rosemary Rock You Art asked me, what do you do with those stick pins? What are you going to use them for? Rosemary, the answer to that is I'm going to use some of them to make cards like the one that Wanda made for me. I love them in shabby cards. I'm also going to use them as dangles on, like, to make a mini chunky charm, what we call a chunky charm, Rosemary. How I made the tassel charm, or the chunky heart charm that you asked me about, that I'd have to show you a little bit in a video. I'm sure there's a better way. I just made it the way that I would normally make a tassel to put beads on, and then I built out 2 extensions, and then I wrapped those like a tassel, which isn't a very good explanation. So I'd have to show you, and I have the capacity now. I just don't know when I'm going to have time to do the tutorial this week. But I will try, Rosemary. I will. For me, the hard part, Rosemary, is my hand issues. So I know, Rosemary, you've talked about having some sight challenges. The hard part's going to be getting the yarn through those Hobby Lobby beads. I'm going to tell you, it's the same problem I have with my hand, Rosemary. And I do have a yarn needle, but it's even too thick. Even my thin yarn needle is too thick to get through those holes. It's hard to get yarn through the holes are not quite big enough. So that's going to be your biggest challenge. If you have hand issues or you have sight issues, that's where the issue is. For me, the stick pin issue is they have a small motor control. Again, probably for people with any kind of sight challenges, it's going to be getting the pin through the little holes, depending upon the size of the beads. But again, slow and steady wins the race. I'm telling you, slow and steady. And as I said to y'all, because I couldn't move fast, isn't it remarkable? That's when I can make them. So I know now when I'm in that kind of space, that's the right time to do something like a chunky charm or a stick pin, something that helps me slow and methodically work through pain. And when I'm in a usual Alicia mood, then I'll die cut. So that it's amazing to learn like when I work best. But thank you for asking those questions. I really appreciate it. Many of you had a lot of questions, actually. Lana Chindar Cali Girl, the innovator of those amazing rainbow charms, is going to make a tutorial. And hers are really cute because they have little tassel ends, and mine didn't have tassel ends. So I'm looking forward to that. And when Lana makes that video, I will make sure to share it with you all so you know. The rainbows are not so much hard to make. They just require patience. They're not difficult. It's a patient thing, because you take wire and you bend it into an upside down U, and you slowly wrap yarn around it. Do you remember when you were a kid, did you ever do this project? I don't know if you guys did, but in Canada we did this project. Okay, this is a Bath and Body Works candle, right? Okay, when we were kids, we would do this project in public school where we'd bring in cans, aluminum cans, like if you had a can of corn and you'd emptied it and you washed it out, long before recycling days. We were DIYing it. And we would do this art project where we would wrap yarn all the way around and turn it into a pencil holder. That's kind of how you do those rainbows. It's like that. You make an upside down U and you I put some glue because I wanted to hold. I don't know if Lana did. And then you slowly wrap it. So you just have to be patient so it's even. And then I loved what Lana Norcali did, was she went over it with metallic thread to create this really nice asymmetrical pattern. So I did that too. Again, I wish I had more time right now because so many of you liked it and I would love to show you how I made it. And you can use pipe cleaners. You can. And I know we all have those in our stash, or you can pick those up at the DT for $1. And if your DT has that floral wire, buy it. It's wonderful for making those. It's wonderful because it keeps them nice and tight. The pipe cleaner is a little fluffy. Now the upside about the pipe cleaner is that on one of them up close, you get the iridescent pieces coming through and it looks really cool. So that's an upside. So you might choose to do it with pipe cleaners. You got to explore, y'all, and see what you like. That's how it works best. But I'll tell you, guess what I'm doing after I catch up on your videos? I'm looking at beads for the first time in a long time. I have not bought anything like bead-like. You've noticed because I show you what I buy here. So, you see my enamel charms. You see all those things. But I've avoided beads, right? Because I'm like, why buy beads if you can't make stick pins or dangles or whatever? Well, y'all, I'm going to be looking at some beads because it's changed. I can make a stick pin. How exciting is that? Thank y'all for your encouragement and your support. I think that shows us, right? Like less pressure, less haste, and more patience with ourselves. If we really want to do something, we'll find a way to do it. And it may be like me where it takes 2 years. You know, small motor skills or sight challenges are real things. But if we're really patient, sometimes it can happen. Sometimes it can happen. All right, y'all. My meal video will be up this evening very shortly, within the next couple of hours. I hope you've had a great day. I haven't had a chance to watch videos yet, but I'm super excited to. Wishing for you a happy and healthy day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.